Hello. Hi guys, it's me. It's Em. This is EmTV Live. It's late. It's Friday night late. And coming on to do my live because I said I would. Um, I just came back from having the esteemed honor and privilege. Hi, Chelsea. Of guiding a group of parents and staff at my children's Montessori school through a visioning process for the next 20 years as a part of the school, the board's intention to create a vision for the next 5 to 10 years. So while my energy level might seem a little bit low, I am like beyond inspired. I am so touched and moved and so grateful to have been able to co-facilitate this amazing process with 30 people. Thanks, Chelsea. To shape the vision of the future for our children and the planet and our education system. And, you know, when there's a saying, I can't remember who says it, but, what is the quote? Never underestimate the power of a small group of people to change the world, because indeed it's the only thing that ever has. Something of that sort. And that's really what was the magic that was created tonight. Was 30 people gathered in a room, aligned in possibility, committed to not bringing their complaints or their bitch fest to the table, and allow themselves to show up in a way that could be the seed planted for a future that is collaborative, that is innovative, that is sustainable, taking on things like climate change and entrepreneurship and creativity, and just this, magical, wonderful group of people that came to contribute to the environment and to the future of their students, and the well wishes that these people want for the teachers. I'm just super inspired. And so I was thinking about, like, oh, I haven't done my live, I got to do my live, what am I going to talk about? Well, the easy thing to talk about is just how grateful I am to have been a part of this process, how grateful I am that I send my children to a school where the parents and the staff, and there was even a high school student there, have the opportunity to shape the future of the school, to shape the future that our children are living into. And it really is just a testament to living from possibility, being a stand for what's possible, and knowing that you actually are the key ingredient to creating a future of your dreams, the future of your dreams, a future for your children. So rare, right, Chelsea? Like, the fact that we invited our community of parents and teachers, staff, and students to some degree, I just feel so honored. I feel so grateful, and I feel so blessed. And, you never know what you're going to get in a room of 30 people, and people with different points of views and different goals and aspirations. And to see the common thread throughout the group there of just like really what's important at the end of the day. And I think a lot of us in this day and age, we know what's important. It's like, it's a lot about climate change. It's a lot about being responsible for our environment. There's this air of teaching our children to be resilient. They are growing into a world that is going to be changing at a rate that we cannot even fathom. So how do we set our children up for success? How do we teach them how to be resilient in the face of all of these changes? How do we teach them? How do we cultivate them to be innovative? How do we cultivate them to be able to be, creative and leaders and outspoken, and knowing that they don't have to wait till they finish high school to make a change, and that they don't have to do post-secondary education in a traditional fashion, and that they can, stay connected to nature and hands-on, and just so amazing. And what an opportunity, and what a blessing to be a part of this group and facilitating this process. So over the next 2 months, I've partnered with another parent who is also works in the realm of transformation. He's also a contractor with NASA, so he has a wide variety of hats, but the two of us are facilitating this process for our school to come up with a vision for the next 5 to 10 years. And so our job tonight was to really start 20 years out and to work backwards. And that's the process that we're in. So maybe I'll share more about it as the next couple months go, but tonight was our first visioning process. And I mean, words cannot express just how touched, moved, and inspired I am, and how grateful I am that these people showed up in the way that they did and said yes to this process and brought their just their everything, brought their courage, their bravery, their ideas, their visions for the future. And what does Chelsea say? Just your biggest fan here right now. I love hearing you talk about this. Yay! I think this resonates with any parent, right? Especially parents of young people. Like, what is the world that our kids are inheriting? And, instead of turning a blind eye, how are we responsible, and what can we do, and who do we be when it comes to being responsible for the world that our children are inheriting, right? And how do we foster their development so that it's also one of solution-oriented sustainability, progressive thinking, community, allowing them to stay connected to one another. I'm just so grateful where my kids go to school. This morning we were waiting for my son's door to open, and he's standing in a little triad with two of his buddies, and his little buddy goes, "Group hug," and the three boys went in together and gave each other a big hug. And just my heart cracked open just a little bit more for like the love and admiration that I have for these kids and the environment that they're going to school in. And this isn't about like my kids are better because they go to private school. This isn't about like we're elitists because we send our kids to Montessori. It's the parents that are sending their kids to this school is because we believe there is an alternative to the consensus education that has become so much of an institution in our world, in our society. And to have an opportunity to give your kids a different perspective and a different experience, one that is child-led, one that is connected to nature, one that fosters their independence. The job of Montessori is to teach children to be responsible for themselves and to provide an environment that evokes their greatest potential. That's why I send my kids to Montessori school. I did not do well in the public system. I knew that I wanted an alternative education for my kids. And who knew that I would be able to contribute with my skill set to the parents, the staff, and the students in a way that propels possibility in their world. I mean, this is like my greatest gift. I am just so honored and so grateful that I get to bring my work to my community and to this environment. So I leave you with that. Stay tuned with what happens. And maybe I'll talk more about it as the process unfolds over the next few months, but it was a really exciting night. That's what I'm coming off of. That's just what I'm in touch with right now. That's my live for Friday night. And I wish you guys all a really beautiful weekend. I'm sending you all love from my heart to yours. I'm sending you possibility. I'm sending you the freedom from your own limitations. And may you create in your world what it is that makes you truly fulfilled and happy. And may that ripple out into the lives of all of the people that you touch and all of the people around you. I'll be back on Monday. I look forward to it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now. Ciao. Ciao, Facebook.